Good morning, Chantilly. Today is Tuesday, June 8th, 2026.
And in today's show, it's
Summer improvements to Chantilly,
the weekly weather report,
and you're watching the nightly news.
I'm Jenny Mosleski,
And I'm Nora Lee.
and here are your morning announcements.
Chantilly Charger Guard is having open tryout nights for next year's team on Tuesday, June 9th and Tuesday, June 16th. The Charger Guard spins, flag, dances, and performs as part of the Chantilly Marching Band in the fall. No experience necessary. This is a great way to become part of one of the largest teams and communities in CHS. Tryouts are from 5 to 8 p.m. and will begin in the band room. Please email Mr. Maloney at dcmaloney@fcps.edu or come by the band room to ask any questions.
Laptops and chargers are being collected starting June 15th. Students should not drop off laptops until they are no longer needed for coursework or exams.
That the class of 2026 has officially graduated, it's about time we focus on those coming back to Chantilly next year.
I've heard rumors about the phone policy changing. Eva, is that true?
There are two main changes being made to the school next year regarding the current cell phone policy and the CHARGE acronym. Meanwhile, annual operations to clean and improve the school environment continue to take place over the summer.
So when we think about the phone policy for the 26-27 school year, the most significant change for Chantilly students and for all high school students is that we will have to have phones away from bell to bell. That means no more lunchtime access for phones. That is Virginia law. The consequences and the progressive discipline has not changed. And I think if we start the year strong and we just get into that routine, Chantilly students do a really good job following policies.
However, there will be no big changes to the school building.
So you might see some freshened paint, you might see some new murals, things like that, just to make the atmosphere a little bit more welcoming and inviting.
So you would think that it's pretty quiet over the summer, but the summer is the busiest time for our custodial staff, because that's when they do the deep clean and make sure the school's ready for the next year.
Probably the only other slight shift is we've talked for years about lead the charge, and we lean into that CHARGE acronym. Next year we're shifting a little bit and we're going to just shorten that acronym to CHS.
We realized our lead the charge matrix is a little bit large. It's got a lot of details. It's got a lot of different statements, and we were looking for something more succinct and concise. CHS is going to stand for Character, Honor, and Service. It will likely be rolled out during the homeroom advisory portion. There will be student lessons that are developed over the summer by our staff members with student input to kind of introduce the new matrix, go through the behavior expectations for the following years at the start of the school year.
These changes will require adjustments to be made by both staff and students. This has been Eva Sia for the Nightly News. Now back to you.
I wonder what else is changing.
Probably the weather.
Thanks, anchors. I'm Shania here with all your highs and lows for our upcoming week. This week is going to be a nice summer week. Monday is going to be a high of 82 and a low of 57. Then, moving on to Tuesday, it's going to be a high of 83 and a low of 58. On Wednesday, it's going to be a high of 87 and a low of 64. Then, on Thursday, it's going to be a high of 89 and a low of 68. And on Friday, it's going to be a high of 93 and a low of 71. That's all for weather. Now back to you, anchors.
This week is perfect weather for the pool.
Yeah, perfect weather to get my tan on. Well, this has been Jenny Mosleski
And Nora Lee for the Nightly News, reminding you to stay positive, stay safe, and have a great day.
and we'll see you on Wednesday.